Okay. Next, we have the police team ability, shown here by Lieutenant Marcus Stone and Code Blue Officer from from Web Spider-Man. Police TA says, when a friendly character makes a ranged combat attack and is adjacent to one or more characters using the police team ability, each opposing character targeted by the attacker modifies its defense value by -1 for each character using the police team ability adjacent to the attacking character and with a clear line of fire to the target. So, as a matter of fact, it is the same exact TA as Hydra. So, again, let's have Cap attack Empath. Because Code Blue and Lieutenant Marcus Stone both have the police ability and can see Empath, they would reduce his damage down by 2 to a 15, so Cap would just need a 5 to hit. Okay, now we have Power Cosmic, as shown here by Ragnarok Surtur from Hammer of Thor. Power Cosmic says, characters using the Power Cosmic team ability do not take pushing damage, and their powers cannot be countered. This team ability cannot be used by wildcards. So like I said earlier, can't be used by wildcards, but the thing is, this is probably the best TA to have, arguably. It lets you push without taking damage, and you cannot be outwitted. So, Skrull Jarvis, he's on his outwit clicks, could not outwit something of Ragnarok Surtur's. Now, Ragnarok Surtur can, however, without pushing, charge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and attack. And not take the chip for pushing. So, another very useful TA. Now we have Shield team ability. Shield team ability says, when a friendly character makes a ranged combat attack, you can give any number of friendly characters adjacent to the attacker, and using the Shield team ability, either a free action or a power action, but not both, before making the attack roll. For each character given a free action, modify the attacker's range by +1. For each character given a power action, modify the attacker's damage value by +1. So, say we have Iron Man sitting right there next to Hammer Elite Operative, 2 Hammer Elite Operatives, and all of these guys are from Spider-Man. And Iron Man is making an attack on Empath. Now, I'm not sure you can see it. Well, there you can. Empath is 9 scores away. So, because of Iron Man's range of 8, if he doesn't want a running shot, he couldn't get to him. But, through the Shield TA, this Hammer Elite Operative can take a free action and modify his range value up by 1. And he's going to have this Hammer Elite Operative take a power action and modify his damage up by 1. So it's pretty much power action enhancement and free action range perplex. So a pretty useful TA. Again, there aren't really ones that aren't very useful. Aren't ones that aren't. Okay, now we have Sinister Syndicate, as shown by Chameleon and Scorpion, both from the Web of Spider-Man set. So the Sinister Syndicate TA says, characters using the Sinister Syndicate team ability can replace their attack value with the unmodified attack value of any adjacent friendly character using the Sinister Syndicate team ability. So this TA works a lot like Defenders, but just for attack. So let's say Chameleon wants to make an attack on Empath again. Then Scorpion, because they both have the Sinister Syndicate TA, he can take Scorpion's 10 attack and make the attack with that instead of his 9. Okay, now we have Skrull Jarvis from Secret Invasion with the Skrulls team ability. Skrulls team ability says that this character can use Shape Change but only succeeds on a roll of 6. Using Shape Change in this way does not prevent the character from using Shape Change through another game effect. So, let's say we have Empath attacking this time. Empath is attacking Jarvis. Jarvis is on a Skrulls click, or as he's the Skrulls TA. So, when Empath attacks before he gets to make the roll, Skrull Jarvis gets to roll. And as you can see there, it came up 6, which means that Empath cannot attack him and must choose someone else to attack. Now, let's say that Skrull Jarvis is on his last click, in which he also has Shape Change. So now, if Empath was attacking, Skrull Jarvis gets to roll first for the Skrulls TA. No. And then he gets to roll for the Shape Change, which would also miss in this case. But so, 2 opportunities to avoid the damage. Okay. For the Spider-Man team ability, we have Spider-Man from Web of Spider-Man. Spider-Man TA says Spider-Man team members are wildcards. So just like Doom, they can, let's say, there's a -1 on the team, and Spider-Man wants the Mystics TA, then he can just copy it. So now, as long as -1 remains alive, Spider-Man has the Mystics team ability. Okay, now we have Ultimates. Ultimate says that characters using the Ultimates team ability treat hindering terrain as clear terrain for movement and line of fire purposes. So, that means, let's say, we have Wolverine here from Spider-Man, and then she is Black Widow from the classic set. Okay, so let's say we have Wolverine hiding in stealth there. Now we can have Black Widow shoot at him because she ignores hindering terrain. So he doesn't get his stealth, and he doesn't even get the hindering bonus because she ignores the terrain. So she would only need to roll an 8 to hit him. And in addition to seeing through it for the attacking, she can also run right through it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when she enters the hindering for the first time, she normally would have to stop because she only has the boot symbol. But because of ultimates, she can just keep moving through it. Okay. Now, we have Onslaught here from Genesis X-Men, showing the Ultimate X-Men team ability, which says, once per game per character, a character using the Ultimate X-Men team ability can choose one opposing character or all characters possessing a team ability. This choice can be made only once per game, even if the character has used another team ability. When this character attacks a chosen character, modify the chosen character's defense value by -1. So it's a pretty lengthy team ability, and as you can see here, he has 4 team abilities. But when he's on there, he gets to choose either a character or a team ability, and either that character or all the characters with that team ability, whenever he's attacking them, you modify him by 1. So let's say if he was going up against these two, he would choose team ability, and you go with the Fantastic Four team ability. But if he was going, and then they'd modify their defenses by -1 whenever he was attacking them. But if he was going against perhaps like a mixed force right here, then he might choose the Thing. So because he would only get, because choosing Fantastic Four or Masters of Evil would only get one of them and not both. Okay. Now for our final team ability, I'll explain. We have X-Men here. X-Men says, when two characters that you can use the X-Men team ability are adjacent, give one of them a power action and roll a d6. Deal the other character 1 damage. If the result was 1 to 4, deal the character given the power action 1 unavoidable damage. And this is Wolverine and Warpath from the Web of Spider-Man set. Okay, so they both have the X-Men team ability. Let's say that Warpath was on his second click, and we wanted to get him right back up onto his first click. We would give Wolverine, and using the X-Men team ability, we give Wolverine a power action. We would heal him right back up automatically, and then we would roll a dice. And as you can see here, we got a 5, which means that he wouldn't take any extra damage. Now, if we had rolled a 2, like shown, he would take 1 damage. Okay, it looks like that is all the TAs for today. I will release a DC team ability video pretty soon, covering all the TAs there. I know this ran a little long, but I wanted to get all of the team abilities in, and I just happen to have figures with all of the team abilities on me. So it worked out pretty nicely. So, okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and until I see you next, keep clicksing. See ya.